second thing is how many attorneys do you need in a township?
I would agree.
Right now, we got 3.
I would agree.
One will do.
I have to say, Christine, I've been working with her since the first day I came into office, and she's extremely familiar with our township, extremely familiar with our ordinances. And she's been our attorney for a while, and having, coming in brand new, having someone who knows has been a great asset. So I don't see the need for 2 when we have one that has been working well for us and knows how our township operates.
I would agree 100%. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make a motion then. I wanna make a motion that, we terminate any future use of the Addis Law Firm for any township matters effective immediately. And we make Siebert and Velosky, the exclusive township attorney for all township business moving forward.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. Let's do a roll call on that, please.
Okay, Tanya Hogan, yes. Mark Burchard,
Yes.
John DeBoyer,
Yes.
Beverly Rose.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we're back to public comments. Any public comments? I got my gavel ready.
Hi guys, my name is Joseph Garden, and I guess what I was gonna say has changed. Thank you guys for having common sense and all of a brain. And I just wanted to say publicly that Christy Hilton had made half of what that man makes when she first started, never left the state, never did none of that for training, and our clerk is asking for $230 where our treasurer wants 15, 22,000, you said. It's insane, but thank you guys publicly, appreciate you guys.
Pete Tambo again. Just want to compliment the board we have in front of us now. That's the way meetings should be run.
Boy, things change quick, don't they? Artie Bryson, 8356 Planet Earth. Just wanted to mention a couple things. All these training items you have on the agenda, I think they should be on the agenda, but I would put them under the consent agenda. And then if anybody has questions or anything, you can pull them out, so you don't have to, it saves time. But, and I was always a big proponent on training, and the MTA and the Clerks Association, and they do great jobs, and it's very economically to use them for their resources. And they're great to go to for networking, like you, Tanya. I mean, it was crazy the past 4 years how elections changed like monthly, daily. And every clerk in the county, I saw their heads were spinning. I don't know how they did it. But it's very important that you keep up to date on all that stuff. And congratulations. You guys did a wonderful job today, and this is how a meeting should run, and I know it's been a while since we've had one like this, so congratulations, thank you.
Mark Coletti. First I want to say thank you for Beverly Rose, her work for doing the Champion Ferry ordinance. She went above and beyond the responsibility of a trustee. She got some accolades in the Harson's Island fire, if any of you seen it, but her actions went unheralded because of the chaos that was the last meeting. So on behalf of all of us that supported the ordinance, I want to say thank you. You're cutting into my time, knock it off. I want to gonna try to take a humorous approach to this Haida situation. So what I got here is the Clay Township Political Hockey Scoreboard. It's the Haida versus the Islanders. Now, Haida has one goal. We're gonna do this hockey rules. But that goal, I'm asking it to be under review. The Islanders, we have 4 points for us. So, the Harson's Island Transportation Authority claims some obscure bylaw allows them to only hold 1 meeting per year. Haida's singular point is questioned by Islanders for official review by the Clay Township trustees from 2 angles, just like in instant replay. First, how can Haida, a public body, operate without regular public opinion from the Islanders? Second, how can Haida's website claim to be a volunteer organization if they only meet once per year? So, their 1 point is suspect. Now, the Islanders, we have 4 political points for us, and they're ironclad arguments. First, bylaw 2.11 states board members must attend 3 meetings per year. Haida Chair Harold Bain has eliminated meetings and is solely responsible for this bylaw violation. Bylaw 3.01 section I states Haida must have open public comments at the end of every meeting. Haida did not allow open public comments in December 2024. That was the only meeting in 18 months, by the way. And so again, how can Haida, a public body, operate without regular public input from the Islanders? Third, Haida's board voted unanimously, they're all unanimous at Haida, at the very first Haida meeting in the June 2020 to hold quarterly meetings. That's 3 points for the Islanders. And lastly, the Grand Slam home run, whatever you want to call it, Michigan State Law, MCL 124.546, Section 2, clearly states Transportation Authority boards must meet at least once per quarter. So, that's 4 for us, 1 for them. Now, I tried to handle this 3-4 months ago with Haida, and they blew us off. So I would ask that Beverly, Mark, and John, if you want to take time, I don't think you and Harold really get along real well, but if you want to sit there and you see him at the planning commission, bring this up. He has no leg to stand on. Obviously, you see where it comes from in Haida. It's the same thing. So I ask that you guys try to take this seriously so we Islanders can have a say in terms of how Haida operates. Thank you for your time.
Regarding the Principles of Governance pledge, if applied retroactively, several board members would already have violated this pledge. So if the board is serious about taking this pledge, then I urge you to make a motion at the next meeting and have a town hall type meeting to do.
I was already up here. To piggyback on Mark's comments about Haida, this should also be noted that, they haven't met in 18 months, but as a public authority, and they're required to do an audit every year, and I think it's been 2 years since they had an audit with, and they're holding our public funds, so just wanted to make that 1 point too. Thank you.
Champion Auto Ferry. They're soliciting, some support from Maritime Administration, so if we can put that on the agenda, and I'm sure, Jake Bryson come in here and give a presentation on that.
So is that something we'd like to formally invite him to attend when it's on our agenda?
Yeah. Right.
Good, Mark?
Good, thank you.
August 31st from 8 till 12, the Clay Township Firefighters Association is holding their pancake breakfast at Harson's Island Station. It's the only fundraiser they have through the year. I'm busy working with that.
Tanya?
Okay, so I do want to say, I reached out to OHM myself. I've been emailing with them back and forth, and we are setting up a date in September for them to come in. They're unavailable for the August 25th meeting, so I'm trying to work with their schedule to have them come in and explain everything. And I will contact Christine Anderson as well, to have her review the contract again, to make sure we're, triple checked for the legalities of the contract and the work that has been done. And other than that, that's pretty much it.
Good job, thank you.
On the issue of the town hall, I don't know, you know, how the board feels about that, if that's something we wanna entertain at some point, it's probably a good idea. And then secondly, I'd like to apologize to our community for the behavior of this board and how business has been conducted. To me, it's embarrassing, it really is, and I thank you three members for what you guys do. Secondly, thirdly, just a little update on the, I met with Jerry, we talked at the last meeting, about the Advantage Tech correspondence and all the info that he said was not available from the previous clerk. Jerry and I met in his office. He verified to me on his email that the correspondence was there from Advantage Tech. Everything that he needed from the previous treasurer is there in a tab, and Advantage Tech can transfer it over to his computer upon his request. If he was here, I was gonna ask him if he's done it, because I think it's very important and beneficial to have that information. I hope he has, or I hope he will if he hasn't, but I wanted to update everybody on that, so everybody knew what took place at that meeting. Other than that, that's all I got. So, next meeting is August 25th, 6 p.m. here in the Township Board meeting, or Township Hall.
No, it's here.
It is here?
Yes, it is here.
With that, motion to adjourn?